right, we are here at Lynn English with the Lady Bulldogs, first year head coach Trevv. Moving on up, it's been a long journey for you to get to this point, man. How's it been these past 3 days?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been amazing, man. It's been something I've been waiting for a long time. Something that I envisioned since being a player here. To one day come back and be a head coach, and now we're here.
Yeah, you here? I mean, how's it been? You guys had the trials the first 2 days, made the cuts. Got the rosters for varsity, JV, and freshmen. How's that process? And then how's it been implementing the system that you want as the season approaches?
Yeah, we had a good 2 days of tryouts. We kind of had the energy in the gym from day one, which is something that I wanted to do, with the new culture that I wanted to bring in, that we have energy all the time. It's one of the things that I want to put girls basketball back on the map, especially for Lynn English, So it's been good. Once we solidified our teams Tuesday night, Wednesday we were ready to hit the ground running on our first official practice, and it's been really good.
Yeah, and is it a lot easier for you because you've been working with the girls for so long, being on the staff, and then also with with your organization that you have doing all the workouts in the summertime? Is that just made it a lot easier for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I've had the chance to be their assistant coach for 3 years, so I kind of was already involved in their skill development, kind of knowing players' weaknesses and their strengths, and then kind of already having a head start to be able to say, okay, how can we work on that? How can we improve your game here? How can we now fix the things that we need to fix? So it's been really good just to have that, that head start on that, and, get our players going.
Yeah, and there's been momentum with this girls program. When Coach Mack took over, each year there was an improvement each year, and then last year capping off winning the GBL regular season title, almost winning the GBL tournament title. Guys lost a few players, but there's a lot of returners that contributed to that team. Talk to me about those returning players.
We have a pretty much our good core that has come back. They've gotten older, which is a big thing in basketball to mature.
Yeah.
We have Rosie leading as a senior, Mackenzie Acevedo as a senior. We have some stellar sophomores that are back, that played their first year of high school basketball in the pandemic season.
Yeah.
We got some juniors too with Jody and Maddie. Our sophomores that I mentioned, Jay Lee and Alicia. So we got some real skill. We got some other forward seniors too as Nia. And it's good just to come back and have the same squad that you kind of had for a few years, and come back a year older and kind of more hungrier.
And also, it also helps that you guys are going to have a normal season as far as just practices and games and stuff, because the mask mandate's not going to have an effect this year. The players don't have to wear the mask while they're on the court. Just talk about the normalcy of it getting back, because I know it was hard for coaches.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I've been stressing that to them since the summertime, and in the fall, we playing a real season. We playing 20 games, and I tell them we playing 25 because we including the state championship in there. And that's the beauty of it, and that's why we're going to put so much work in, because we have to prepare for the long road. Like I tell them, we're not preparing just to win a couple games. We're not prepared to win game 1, game 2, and then call it quits. We prepared to go the long way. So that's why we put a lot of emphasis and details on the things that we do here.
Yeah, and for you guys, looking at your schedule, the first half is so road heavy. You guys are on the road a lot. You think road games build character for a team? Because that's one of the biggest things with any sports in general. Winning on the road is a key to a championship team.
Yeah, absolutely. I already have it in my mind. We're going to be the road dogs, and even our scrimmages, our first scrimmages on the road in Lawrence. So I just want us to get used to that, because you kind of have to build a routine, getting on the bus, get off the bus, get your mind ready to play, focus on the opponent that we're about to go up against. I kind of love it, man. I like going into other gyms, taking care of business, coming home, so it's good. And it kind of is a great start for us to, end off this year, going into the new year, and then we come back home in January. So it's going to be really good.
And throughout the city, you have homecoming, your homecoming being a grad of here and playing here as well over at Lynn Tech. You got Corey, a homecoming for him and his staff. How does it feel that the state of Lynn basketball is changing with some of the new coaches that are in? We got Alvin here as well. And, Coach Avery, second year at Classical. There's so much changes going on.
It's one of those things that was a long time coming. You know, time to change the tides. You know, the kids are changing, you know, so the culture has to change too, you know, and it's a blessing to be back in the place that I started. You know, it's one of those things, walking in this gym every day, I get to look up at the banners that I had the ability to put up there, you know, as a player and some as a coach, you know. So it's great, even, you know, with the staff that we have here. You know, it's amazing to just be home and have a family here.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what is the identity of this team? What should people expect from this team? You know, what do you think is the identity so far?
I mean, the identity so far is we're gonna play hard. You know, we're gonna play hard. We're gonna upset a lot of teams, put a lot of pressure on teams, and make them remember that they played against us that night. We want to push the basketball, you know, and the big thing that we want to focus on is the same thing I said in my first day of my interviews. We're gonna utilize every player we have, you know, and whether that's in a game, whether that's at practice, everyone is valuable. And that's the big thing that we've been stressing since day one is everyone's going to play a part. Sometimes it may not be as big, but it's still valuable. When we win as a team. You know, they don't put in the paper that one person won. They say Lynn English girls basketball has won. So that's really what it is. We're gonna play up tempo. We're gonna get up and down that court.
And also the state of girls basketball in general. We're seeing more and more people invested into the development of girls basketball, developing them at a younger age. Because sometimes, you know, you have like a certain amount of girls that are, you know, that have been training for a while, but not all of them. But nowadays you see more and more people are invested in training a lot more girls. Even if basketball is not in their future, they just put them out there just to, you know, get them in the hard work process, just knowing the process of doing the hard work.
There's a lot of hidden talent, and I think for girls basketball was one thing that I kind of realized when I first started coaching is that some girls just need the right person to help pull out their talents, you know, because it's inside them. They just don't know how to release it. And that's why I said, like, for me, being able to be here and have this culture, we plan to put girls basketball back on the map. We plan to inspire the younger girls that are coming up in elementary school and middle school, you know, to want to love the game. You know, that's really what it is. You want to love the game. And I think that's the beauty of it. I remind these ladies all the time that you have younger girls that are watching you. You know, in their eyes, you guys are college stars. You know, so it's the big focus of how we carry ourselves off the court and on the court.
Yeah, definitely. And then you guys have the Jamboree lined up next week. But please tell the people when the season actually starts for you guys, game number 1.
Our first game is December 14th on the road in Chelsea. I think we have Malden after that, then Medford, or either one, vice versa. But we on the road first 3 games, and then we come home for the Christmas tournament, and you know, we're gonna stay tuned for that.
That Christmas tournament, you know, it's been a while since the girls here have put it up. How much are you emphasizing on them just so they could have that bragging rights, so they could for the city bragging rights?
Man, we've been talking about that since the beginning. It's something that we're not waiting to get to. We every game we play leading up to that is getting us ready for the Christmas tournament. You know, and the beauty of having it home, you keep the trophy here.
Yeah, and actually, how satisfying was it for you guys, you know, with Matt, being on Mac's staff and seeing the development of those girls that left the program. Now they're playing in college. You know, they just, when they got here, they were still developing, and then when they left here, they were a whole lot better to the point that they were interested in playing college basketball, and some are.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's really what you want. You know, you want players to grow in the program and to, you know, hopefully have the dreams and aspirations of playing at the next level. And we have the beauty of that, of having a couple players do that. We have one player, majorly Jessica Ruiz, that's playing at Plymouth State University. And that's really good because I remember watching her development. You know, as a junior, she still wasn't at that level yet. You know, in senior year, she locked in and was a gym rat, you know, became an NEC All-Star and, you know, had the opportunity to go to Plymouth State, and, you know, she's in her sophomore season now.
Definitely. All right, Trev, man, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck on the season.
Thank you.
December 14th at Chelsea High, 7 p.m.?
6
p.m.
6.
If you ain't got nothing to do, go check them out.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
We're out of here.